Hey guys, welcome to Bar Z. My name's Stan, and welcome to week update number 25. I can't believe we made it this far, but everyone seems to like the weekly show, or the bi-monthly show, or whatever. We try to spit them out a couple times a month. But this is number 25. Never thought we'd get this far, but thanks to all the comments and everything, if you keep watching, I'll keep doing them. So, yeah, we'll keep going with this. I'd like to say thanks first to Tom Lipton. He sent me some stickers, and these are the Ox Tool stickers in color, kind of nice. So I got one of these. I'm sporting one of these on the back window of my truck. I got all my YouTube buddies back there. Brad Martin, I still don't have yours from Tactical Keychains on my back window. Mainly because you only sent me one. So anyways, Tom, thanks for the stickers. And he also sent me a name tag. He must have got an embroidery machine up there. But now, in case someone asks me who I am and I happen to go full retard, I can go, Stan. Okay, so thanks, Tom, for the name tag and the stickers. You guys have probably noticed on my board, I had a few guys that asked me, what does that mean? Thanks for calling me back. Just a topic I was talking to someone about the other day, and it didn't really register with me, but lately when I call someone or return their phone call, they'll say, hey, thanks for calling me back. Now, this came about in the late 90s. I started to hear it. I'm hearing it more prominently now. Never heard it back in the 80s, ever. But people are so appreciative that you even bothered calling them back. And that just staggers me, how people can stay in business and not return phone calls or not answer emails. You know, these are things you can't teach. Show up on time, tuck your shirt in, pull your pants up, call people back, rant over. All right. Next up, we had the sign plate series we just finished, and a lot of good comments, a lot of good discussions on the videos. It's a 3-part series. I put a sign plate on my surface grinder. It's a 6x12 plate, magnetic plate with a 10-inch roll-to-roll sign plate attached to it. Made by Suburban Tool, and after it was reground and fitted to the machine, it worked. I was really happy with the results, and I finally got enough tooling put together. I've been working slowly on my tooling that I ground my very first set of squares at a 45 degree, and I couldn't wait to measure them. So let's go take a look at that real quick.
All right, I'm going to try to focus on this. This is straight off the surface grinder, first grind on the new plate. I'm going to try to sweep this and hold the camera at the same time. I'm measuring 45. And there it is.
And we're back. And yeah, I was so excited. I took it straight off the grinder, right over to the surface plate, and measured it right away. And man, that thing was straight. And right at 45. It was less than a tenth of variation. So pretty happy with that. Now at this point, I've got my old magnetic chuck. What am I going to do with that? Take a look at what I did with it.
Well, I guess we can kiss the old magnet goodbye. It's getting turned into a tooling plate just for squares. I'll let you know how this stunt goes.
And we're back. So, yeah, it's going to make a darn nice tooling plate just for squares. Some people see that as some kind of a sin or something, but it's worked pretty well for face grinding the webs of the squares so far. Next up is that tangent and radius dresser that I just recently acquired. This thing cleans up cup wheels like you wouldn't believe. Take a look at this. back. And that's the only reason I bought that thing, was just for the tangent or the angle dressing abilities of it. But it cleans up cup wheels really nice, puts a nice sharp edge on them, and I use the cup wheels for fence grinding on the little squares. So I'm real happy with that. I can't wait to try it on some radiuses or some radii, and see what we can do with that. I was talking with one of the other YouTubers, Brad, about making some radius form tools. I can make it a nice assortment of very accurate form tools with that. I could do a rough grind by hand and then clean it up in the surface grinder and give it a very nice, precise radius on a variety of tools, high-speed steel. So that could be used for that. So looking forward to that. All right, next up, we're going to visit West Coast Customs again. Now here we are. I'm going to cut, and we're on the first day of our second week, and we're just showing up and getting started for our second week. So let's go have a peek there.
And it's another beautiful day at West Coast Customs. It is Friday, thank goodness. And there's the Bar Z trailer tucked in neatly behind all that other stuff, actually getting buried. And there's a car with a paint job. Oh. Bentley Aventador, proper paint job. Aventador, three of them in a row. It's their catwalk. Kind of cool for tours and people looking. And there's a booth we've already put in. And here's the one we're working on now. It's up on a fully graded floor. Filters underneath. Diamond plate center section. But we got the walls standing. And we're going to work on some of the door headers, and we have to dig out some other parts out of the parking lot here this morning.
And we're back. And we started the second spray booth, which is they call it a quad draft. Now I'm going to show you a time lapse of this booth going in, and this thing is just as much work as two spray booths. It's like an inner booth and an outer booth. And you'll see why during the time lapse. It's up on a raised floor, it's got a basement, it's got inner walls, it's got outer walls, it's double skinned, and the way the thing's designed, they use the walls as the ductwork, and it's a very unique unit. So let's go take a peek at that time lapse. And we're back. And so, you know, that was interesting to see that go up. That was over the course of, I think, 2.5 days, getting that thing standing and to that point. So that was kind of fun seeing that thing go up from the ground up all at once. And here I took another little one of us, just running the filters in the ceiling. This is just loading up the filter rack. And back. And now, you know, you probably want a little closer look at that thing now that you've seen it from a distance. I've got kind of a top-down view. I'm up on top of the unit walking around, and I'm filming down into all the mechanicals that get hidden behind all the facade walls and then all the outer walls. So let's take a look at that there. There's a top-down view of a quad draft. You can see all the cavities. There's a light cavity there. That door goes down to the internal duct, fan, transition, another door to the internal duct, panel in the center is that's where the man door tunnel is. Okay. Another duct. There's the fan, looking straight down and through the trans. And the transitions are angled, so you got room for those light fixtures. There's another light cavity there. Here's the other side of the booth. Here, this door's off. You can look down that duct. Kind of dark down there. Another transition, another fan. Clean out door or duct access. That's a light cavity. There's a light fixture that gets packed into that little spot right there. They use every square inch of this booth for something. But I'm showing you this thing from the inside out. There's a door header, door jamb, the other light cavity. But every square inch of this booth is spoken for. And we're back. So that's a quad draft. Pretty interesting booth. Next up, let's take a ride on a scissor lift. This is just a dumb little clip. I stuck the GoPro on a scissor lift and went up and down and back and forth. And we're back. That was dumb. All right. Next up, we still got to hang the doors on the quad, and this uses the Premco refrigerator, walk-in refrigerator type door hardware. Nice hardware. It looks good when it's up. Nice chrome-plated stuff. The latches are nice. So let's take a look at this hanging the doors, and here, look at them complete. Hurry up with that screwing. I could have screwed Carmen Electra by now. And we're back. And you got to see one of my slower employees and me yelling at him. Last thing up is we got the booth up, and it's kind of funny that they were refinishing the floor over at West Coast Customs, or touching up the floor with the urethane super duper something or other on the floors. And they were scrambling to find room for cars. Okay, we got the doors hung on the little one.
Are you guys off early for this?
It looks like we're going to be off early.
Are you recording?
I am.
Can I photobomb you?
Photobomb me? You just did.
Did I?
And they couldn't even wait. They had to stick a car in there while I was working. Nothing like being under a little bit of pressure. Thanks for that. Little red vet in here. So that was cute. And my guys have already been told that that car is worth more than their life and they need to stay the hell away from it. But pretty nice little Corvette. Oh yeah, the last thing I need is one of the guys to drop a screw in the middle of the hood or something like that. Kind of a cool interior. And some electronics, paddle shifter, which is kind of neat. And stereo setup. The light back here doesn't do it justice, but yeah, so there's a Corvette in my freshly assembled spray booth. It's not even done yet. And we're back. And so they put that little red vet inside the booth while I was still working on it. Terrifying. All right. Now this is a kind of a funny development. Last Friday, I got to take a look inside of Justin Bieber's Cadillac Escalade. This has got an onboard Apple Media Center computer with a kind of a big LCD screen that slides down so that the rear passengers can talk to the front passengers, or they can put the screen up and just stay in the back with the stereo and watch a movie or whatever. But let's take a look at the interior of that. This was kind of a cool car because it's really low key on the outside, doesn't attract any attention, but very nice on the inside, and good entertainment in the back for that kid. So this vehicle left last Friday. Let's take a look at it the following Monday because it came back. Okay, so here's the same Escalade belonging to Justin Bieber. It's all dark in there now. But after one weekend, well, that didn't last long. So there it was back, and a little different shape than when it left. Wow. Okay, let's look at some cars. Let's start off with the green Lamborghini. This is an Aventador. Had stock wheels on it. And back, and the wheels kind of stand out on that car. But they did a treatment on the wheels and the calipers. Let's take a look at the wheels now. And back. So good, bad, or indifferent. The wheels are matching the car, and they even painted the calipers to match the car. So that's fun. Next up is a pretty cool Bentley. Let's look at this. And back. Next is a Zr1 Corvette. Pretty stock looking, but sweet car. Next up, I think this is a Thelma and Louise special. Let's go look at this. We're back from that. That's kind of a cool little car, isn't it? Next up is a Rolls-Royce. Look at it carefully. It has suicide doors in the rear. It has a brushed pewter finish. Very interesting. The pictures really don't do it justice. Out in the sun, the brushed really pops, but I took a picture of it in the shade. And we're back. Next up is a Monte Carlo.
and kind of cool looking. Take a look at this. And back. Next up is a Camaro, and I want you to pay special attention to the finish on it. And back. And in case you're wondering, yes, that's Line-X bed liner. Next up, let's take a look at a Road Warrior Special. And back. So there's a Mel Gibson special for you. I shot some video up in the showroom. I walked through the entryway where they let the general public in, and walked through the showroom, and I videoed a few of the cars that they have up in the showroom. So let's take a quick walk around the showroom and see what's up there.
This is where all the equipment is. There's DJ equipment. That's great. And now let's talk about the educational.
Fire safety.
Yeah, so we got, we kind of kept this all original feeling. We have the jackets and the hats and everything in here. Kids.
I like my kids to play with.
We can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sweet.
I like it. And then these cabinets for the pictures, actually. This is the printer in here.
Oh, great.
Let's stop the pictures. Hashtag this firefly. Like that kind of feels right here.
And we're back. So that's all the news that is news. I want to thank everyone for tuning into this week's update. This is week update 25. I'd like to thank all my new subscribers. I am rapidly approaching 4,000 subs. Completely unbelievable that many people would be even remotely interested in what I do. But there it is. Thanks for watching, everyone.